So here's the quick and dirty. That has to go right here, which means that and all of this has to go over there somewhere. So here's the why. I spend most of my time right in here. Wow, that's really messy. Well, we'll take care of that today too. Anyway, I spend most of my time right here. There's the computer. I walk down here. I use this all the time. I use that all the time, kind of like a second op machine. I want it to be right beside the Tormach because they share tooling. Well, not tooling. They have similar tooling, but they share fixtures. Parts go back and forth between the two, first and second op stuff. And having it over there is just, well, it's not too far away, but it's further away than it needs to be. And all this junk in here, it's just in the way. So my goal is to get all the machines I use as close to where I normally am as possible. When I say use, I mean use all the time, which is the Tormach, the Herco, the Hardinge lathe. This, not sure if I'm going to move because I do use it all the time. So I'm not exactly sure about this one yet. I may end up tilting, I don't know, whatever. The stuff I don't use that much needs to be further in, and the stuff I don't use at all needs to be real close to the door because it needs to go. Alright guys, still a lot to do, but I'd say we're 90%. Wish it was 100, because then I'd be done, but I just, it's late, it's dark out, I am beyond spent. So I may bring you in after I spend a few more days tidying up, but let me just show you where we're at right now. So the Tormach, nothing happened to it. Stayed right there. This bender here is going to move. It wasn't in the way, so just stayed right there. And obviously, I'm going to clear this path. The brown and sharp stayed. And the Barnes and Oliver stayed. But pretty much everything else moved. So the Herco's right here, which is going to be nice. I think I'm going to take a table I have outside and kind of put it where that bender is, maybe a little closer. I'm not sure, it just depends on how it fits. But then I can put some of this stock on the bottom shelf and put in progress parts on top. I think that'll be helpful because parts go back and forth between these two for various reasons. Finished the wallboard behind the Herco, so that's great with insulation. Sometime, probably not next week, but I'm gonna tackle that corner. There's a lot of heavy stuff in that corner. It's all half of it is parts for the Barnes and Oliver tooling and stuff like that, and then there's also a metal nibbler behind the press. When I pull that out, I'll show it to you. It's actually pretty cool. Unburied the drill press. It was over here somewhere. The Burke. I'm so tired. What is that? A number 4. Burke number 4. Dug it out because I use it quite frequently. Put the punch press right here. That way I can get to the end of it. Not 100% if that's going to stay exactly like that. It's a little tight on the turret lathe. We'll just have to see how it pans out. The hardinge, obviously it's all junked up. Everything just kind of got, you know how it is. Hardinge is easier to get to, which is nice. That's the back side of the punch press. That's harder to get to, but I don't use it that much, and there may be some changes coming. Actually, those 3 tools didn't move. 2 surface grinders and this hardinge right here. I think I'm going to let this hardinge and the Enco surface grinder back there go. Since I got the CNC, I don't use that one anymore, ever. I hardly used it to begin with, but it's really nice to have when you needed it. But I could see me letting that one go. I've got the other surface grinder, which is the Barnes and Oliver, and obviously I don't use it. It's piled up with stuff. So anyway, I think I'm gonna get rid of this, get rid of that, and if I do, I'll be able to spread out just a little bit more, make it a little more user friendly. The 5-wheel grinder, I'm on the edge on this. I'm not ready to give up on it yet, but I don't use it that much, and I couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to do when I got it, and it was cheap enough that I could let it go and I wouldn't get hurt. This stuff here didn't move, but I did get back my space up against this door that sometime next week, not tonight, too burnt out, I'm going to put my shear back here where it goes and get it out from underneath the tarp. So made a little more room to work on stuff and got some space back to bring the shear and the brake from outside, and hopefully a little better workflow. So it took all day, man. I don't know what time it is now, but it was like 6 when we got started. It's got to be at least 6 now, but I had to stop for about 2 hours, so maybe 10 hours of work, and this is as far as we got. Truthfully, I can get this cleaned up Monday morning. Probably take me about 2 hours. Cleaned up to where I can use these 2 machines, which are my main 2. So Yeah, that's a lot of work. I was talking to my wife, she was helping me. You probably saw her in the video, but it's time to let some of the stuff go that I just don't use. It's just too much stuff, and I'm there. I have a hard time getting rid of stuff because it's one of those you never know when you're going to need it type things. But if it's been 3 or 4 years and I haven't needed it, it's time to let it go. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start at one end, work my way around, and if I don't use it, it's got to go. So then it'll be easier to work in here, nicer to work in here. So anyway, I'm shot. That's it for tonight. If you're still here, appreciate it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I probably won't follow up when I'm 100% done. I'll just do that as one of the Friday updates. I'll just go ahead and put this one together and put it up. But anyway, in the next week or two, I hope to have this all cleaned out. Anyway, that's it. See you later. Thanks for watching.